Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I'll be teaching you how to use Vocare Enarma. This video has been requested a lot by many different people, and I'm finally doing it. So, first off, Vocare Enarma is my spell in slot number 2 down there. If you've never heard of it, it's the rifle, essentially. So, I mean, that's basically the entire spell. You shoot 3 times, shoots pretty quick, shoots straight, extremely accurate. And it should be located underneath this guy right here. So if you want this spell, you gotta buy it from under Iron Blood here, But that's mainly that though, so that's where you get it from. Now, how do you use Enarma effectively? Well, let's start with how the heck do you aim Enarma, because that's one thing that trips up a lot of people. No one knows how to aim it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at where it shoots based on this circle here. And let me turn off the screen shake so you can see it easily. There should be... yeah, okay. So if you notice, it shoots right at the bottom of the circle in the middle. That is the exact spot where you have to aim. If you aim at the bottom of the circle, dead in the center, every single time, you're going to hit your target if they're not moving. A lot of people, they don't know this, so what happens is they'll actually, they'll like shoot lower and then like they won't hit their target. Like say there's like a guy at that tree, right? I mean, normally with like M1s, I'd be able to hit him, right? Like, you would kind of aim right there, and then you would hit him pretty well. But if I aim this high, though, and then use my rifle, the bullet falls short. It only hits, like, right here. Yeah, it literally hit, like, right here. You have to aim high so that you aim using the bottom portion of the ring. That is the most important part that people need to understand when using Vocare Enarma. It goes to the bottom of the ring, right to the bottom. Okay, so now that we've got the aiming part out of the way, let's talk about when you should use Vocare Enarma. There's a lot of situations when you should use it, and there's a few when you shouldn't. So, when you shouldn't use Vocare Enarma is when the other person has their Protego on, right? You should not use it when they're on Protego. Yeah, obviously you can't hit them, it's kind of a waste, honestly. It's not that great. A situation where you shouldn't use it often is when you're really close to someone and they're jumping. Like, imagine, like, there's, like, a guy, like, standing where these rocks are, right? If I'm jumping around like this, he's probably gonna miss with his Vocare Enarma, right? He's probably gonna miss. It's hard to, like, hit something when they're, like, circling around you this quick and jumping around. It's very hard. And another time is when you're dueling someone, right? Like, it's a one-on-one, and the other person is about that far away. And, they're like doing this, It makes it really hard to hit Vocare Enarma when the other person's jumping around and they have, like, haste on and they're just moving all over the place. Very hard to hit them. So, when you should use Vocare Enarma, the absolute most perfect time to use it is when the other person can't move. So, if someone is sitting there and they're casting, like, Ignitium or something, right? And they can't move, right? They can't move. So, when they can't move and they can't parry, you should most certainly use Vocare Enarma on them. Most certainly use it. Because they can't dodge it, and it's like a guaranteed win at that point if they can't move. Same thing with, I want to point out, Episcio Magna. There's a lot of people that use this spell, and it's terrible in my opinion. This is a horrible spell. Like, it's so unreliable, it doesn't even heal you all the time. And you have to stand still for a very long time when you're using it, and makes a bunch of glowing grass around you so everybody knows where the heck you are. So I would certainly suggest if the person has a Piscio Magna, wait for them to use it. Like, wait for them to use it so then you can kill them while they're standing still and healing. Another thing that I want to point out is lead your target. So leading the target, it's really good to do that when your enemy is running in a straight line. So imagine you have a guy running like this, right? What you want to do with Enarma is you want to aim ahead of me. You want to aim ahead of me if I'm running in this direction, right? Because what's going to happen is, since Vocare Enarma has like air travel time, you have to make it so that the bullet intersects with them ahead of time as they're running. You have to lead the target. Especially if they're like on a broom, you know, you really have to lead the target because they're really fast on the broom. Like, that's another thing people don't really get, is sometimes, like, they think they have to aim directly on the person as they're running. No, you have to aim ahead of them. And that's why people zigzagging like this can really throw off people that are trying to aim Enarma on you. So if you're fighting against it, always zigzag. Always. Always do, like, some crazy movement. You know, make yourself really hard to hit. You know, that'll save you from getting hit by an Enarma and then being finished off by something else, right? It's very important. Very important. Lead the target, and if you're fighting it, make sure you move all over the freaking place. Otherwise, you're going to get shot easily because they have watched this video and they know how to hit you. So, now that's out of the way. What else do we got? Comboing. Comboing is another very special thing about Vocare Enarma. It does about like 70 something damage, I think, 78 or something. It's like around there. But that combos with a lot of spells very easily. So I would say, like, a great combo, Stupendo and Enarma. Like, I'm talking Halberd and Enarma, Matrificus and Enarma, Glacius, Bolt, like, but just about freaking anything that's quick. Anything that's quick can combo with this very well. So if you hit someone with a Glacius, and then you hit them with this right afterwards, boom, easy dubs, right? You hit them with this and then shoot them right afterwards. Easy, bro. Easy. You know, like, even with this, you know, it's so easy to get hit with Matrificus if you're right in their face. Then you pop them with that, right? Or you do this first and then you do that, right? It's still good either way. Like, another thing too, Oceanus, if you can grab like 3 people at once with it, then pop each one with Enarma, man, that is awesome right there, you know? Like, comboing, it's such a great weapon for comboing. And another thing, if you're shooting someone from, like, really far away, like, at, like, the maximum spell distance, Vocare Enarma is the spell you want to use. Because spells like Bolt that are good for long-range combat, at this range, I don't think the spells track at about this range. So it'd be really easy for a Bolt to miss. However, Enarma doesn't track anyways. It's freaking crazy, dude. Both jump scared me. But anyways, though, yeah, see, that was a good example there. But yeah, so if you're shooting at someone really far away and you're out of like that tracking range, Enarma is great because it doesn't ever track in the first place. So if you can aim good, there's still a good guarantee that you'll hit that person, right? But yeah, I mean, that's basically really all you need to know about Enarma. Just the biggest thing is don't use it up right away. Wait for like a moment that is absolutely perfect for it. Like if someone's about to cast a long charge up spell, use it then. Use it then, man. That's a free kill right there. That's when to use Vocare Enarma. If you're like fighting someone and they're hopping around like this, M1ing you, you know, they're kind of shooting at you like this, right? That's not the best time to use Vocare Enarma because there's a good chance you're gonna miss, and then when some other opportunity comes, you won't have it to shoot anymore. You know, you have to wait. So use it when someone's like casting, you know, use it when they're gonna throw an Ignis or they're gonna use Electrificus, right? Use it when they're casting. Lead the target. That's another important thing. Always lead the target. Shoot where they're going to run. But you have to get the distance right. Otherwise, you know, you're just gonna miss anyways. But it's good to practice. Really good to practice. Vocare Enarma is something you have to practice with a lot. You have to practice with it a lot, because it does not aim for you at all. But anyways, that's all I got for today's video, teaching you how to use Vocare Enarma. Alright, people, peace out.